Hey guys, so this is the watercolor and ink project. For this, you are going to need your watercolors, brushes, and your little palette, or if you guys have that ceramic plate that you want to use, you can as well. Here you see me picking out a few colors that I want to use for this. I'm not using all of these, of course, just like what I think will look good together. So I have some greens, blues, and reds. I didn't want to go too much all over the whole spectrum of colors because it would clash too much together. And that's good enough. So you guys see I have my water, I've got my paper towel, my brushes. I'm getting out of their package right now, setting them up. I like working with big brushes. And here is our sketchbook. So here you see me wetting the paper first so that it has a nice flow when I'm adding the color to it. Have fun with this. This is completely free form. You could do whatever you like. And this is set on 2 times the speed so that we could kind of speed up the process a little bit. Obviously, it's going to take you much longer, and I really want you guys to kind of mindfully make your brush strokes. So here we have nice flow. And watercolor works differently, whether it is on dry or if it's on wet, and you just want to make a bunch of nice little designs on here and really have fun with it. So I have this as day 1 because you do want your watercolor to dry in between different layers, and that way you get a nice effect. Adding in some more elements. I have a lot of purples and reds here, and now I'm going to go into the greens. And usually I just splattered it on there. I thought that would be really fun then to work with later on when we get to the ink. So this is later on, kind of making sure that it's nice and dry so that my layers will really look nice against this. So now I'm going in with some more paint and adding in more darker, brighter elements on top of this background that I have already. I'm kind of making like a weave pattern, and you can really do whatever you like. And in the presentation, you guys see that I show you a lot of different examples on what you can be making. Some nice blues going here. Got my fancy pinky up as I paint. Making some swirls, so really just letting this flow. I'm trying to make this almost like a meditative painting. Putting some more lines. So the next day, I'm now grabbing my Sharpies and I'm going in and outlining my different elements. And you really want to be thoughtful about how you are outlining and making your patterns. So here, I'm making sure that the painting is completely dry. And I'm going around the little splotches of watercolor and really just having fun with the details and having fun with what I outline and what I leave behind and where I'm putting in patterns and where my line is going to be thicker or where my line is going to be thinner. You do want line variation here, and that will give interest to your final composition. Once again, this is much faster than in real life, so you guys really want to take your time with this. You really want to put in some effort, and I lost my ultra thin Sharpie, so I'm using a Macron pen for this, and here you see me going in and making all those little detail designs inside different areas. It's all up to you on how you want your composition to look and what you want to create. Here's a little time lapse of me doing the bottom, and then the next day what I had accomplished up top. And now I'm just going in and finally adding in more details, really making this nice and custom, putting in line work, shapes, dots. I like the big Sharpie for thicker lines, obviously. Put on some music and really let yourself just flow while you're doing this. Put your headphones in. and have fun. You know, I like to keep a nice edge around my composition so I don't go all the way to the end, but it's up to you. This is your artwork. This is how you jam. Here you see I grabbed my ruler that you got in your kit, and I'm just making some lines right on top because I really like that like sharp element to just go over. Now you guys also have other supplies in your boxes. So if you want to do this with pastels on top as well, you're free. You're free to do whatever you like. This is your work. But here we have the end result of my composition with watercolor and Sharpie design. Hope you guys enjoyed.